Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Before we start, like, share, and subscribe this video. Now that's out of the way, let's go over the notations real quick. So this is R when you're turning the right side up. This is R prime when you're turning the right side down. This is L prime when you're turning the left side up. This is L when you're turning the left side down. This is F when you're turning the front side clockwise. This is F prime when you're turning the front side counterclockwise. This is D prime when you're turning the down face, the bottom face left. This is D when you're turning the bottom face right. And this is U when you're turning the top face clockwise. This is U prime when you're turning the top face counterclockwise. Since now we're done with the notations, let's solve it. So when we're solving it, we have to make the white cross first. As you can see, there's already a white edge next to the white center. If for this step it only matters about the edges, the white edges. So as you could see, this white is matched with white. That's what we want. But what we don't want is, look, red is not matching with red. So we could turn it like this so it is matching. That is what we want. That's how we do it. So now we got one edge in place. Now here's the second edge. It's already aligned like this. Green is with green. So we could turn this up, and now we got two edge pieces oriented correct. Now let's get another piece. It's right here. So we could bring this down and then turn this to the side. And then now we have to match the blue with the blue. So it is now. And we could turn 2 times. So now it's up like this, and 3 edges are oriented correctly. Now our last white edge, we could just turn it here and then turn it 2 times. Now we got the white cross. Here is another case you might see. So when you're turning it up 2 times and trying to insert it in, you could see that it's not oriented correctly. So what we could do is turn it like this, turn the top face like that, counterclockwise U prime, and then turn this up, then turn this back. So now we've got the white cross, and all the edge pieces, the white edge pieces are oriented correctly. Now let's do the corners. So while we're doing the corners have to be correct. Like what I mean is, like this corner with white on it and the other 2 colors, it has to come here because this corner piece has white, orange, and green, and this is the white center, green center, and orange center. So the corner piece has to go there, oriented correctly. So now we have to put it underneath where it has to go. This one has to go here. And now we do our first algorithm. It's R prime, D prime, R, D. So that only took it 1 time. Sometimes you'll have to do the algorithm more times, but you could see now it's oriented correctly. White is matching with white, orange is matching with orange, green is matching with green. Let's do another corner. Let's do this corner next. This white corner next. So it has to go here because the 3 colors on it is white, green, and red. White, green, red. So it has to go here. So you can put it underneath where it has to go, and then do R prime, D prime, R, D. Let's do it. R prime, D prime, R, D. That time it also only had to be done once. So now let's do the white, red, and blue corner. So where is it? As you could see, it's over here, and it's in the wrong slot. So what we could do is we could put the correct corner piece in, like this is the correct corner piece. So we could do R prime, D prime, R, D, and then insert it in. R prime, D prime, R, D. Let's do it another time. Okay, it's still not in. Okay, now it's in. And now that corner came out, and then we could put it in here. We could put it underneath where it has to go, like here. So now we could do R prime, D prime, R, D, and that only took it in once. And now our first layer is solved. Now let's move on to the next layer. So in the next layer, we have to put the white facing bottom and flip the cube like this. And now in the next layer, we're going to be solving this middle layer. So what we have to do now is we have to find an edge piece which does not have yellow on it. So this edge piece does not have yellow on it. So now we could align it like this edge piece has blue here, so the blue has to match with blue. If orange was on this side, then the orange would go like that. But in this case, blue is like this, and the blue is the front color, so we match it with blue. And this piece has to go to the left side because orange, blue, and this is the orange and blue sides. And so what we have to do is align it like this, and then do this algorithm. It's U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. And now as you could see, that edge is inserted in correctly, and now we can move on to the next edge which does not have yellow on it. So this one doesn't have yellow on it, and it's already aligned for us, like blue's matching with blue. And this time it has to go to the right because red, blue, blue, red, and blue is matching with blue, so, and it has to go to the right this time, so we do this algorithm. It's the opposite of the first one. It's U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. And now it's inserted correctly, and we can move on to another edge. So as you can see, this edge does not have yellow on it, so we could insert it in. And it's already aligned for us again. So, and it again has to go to the right. So we have to do the same algorithm. And the algorithm again is U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. And now it's inserted correctly. Now let's find another piece which does not have yellow on it. It's right here. So we could align it like this, green matching with green, and it again has to go to the right side, so we do the same algorithm. It's U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. And now the piece is inserted correctly and our second layer is done. And this is another case you might see on the second layer, where the second layer is not solved and you cannot find the other piece which does not have yellow on it. It's probably in the second layer, but and as you could see, it's just flipped wrong. So we could get it out by using one of the algorithms. Let's insert this in here. So so we have to get to the left. So let's do the algorithm. It's U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. So now that edge got out of the second layer, and now we could solve it normally like this. Like align the orange with the orange. It has to go to the left, so let's do the algorithm. U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. Now as you can see, it's oriented correctly and our second layer is now done. Let's move on to the third layer. So in the third layer, here is the first case you'll see where there's only a yellow dot and no other yellow edge pieces are flipped correctly. Like this has to be flipped, all of them. And it does not matter about the corners right now. So if you get this dot case, you have to hold it like this, or you could hold it like this, or like this, or like this. I'm gonna hold it like this, and then you have to do this algorithm. It's F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So now we got the backwards L case. So we put it like a backwards L on the top, like that, and then do the algorithm again. It's F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now we got the horizontal line case, put it like a horizontal line, and then do the algorithm again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So now, as you could see, we got the yellow cross. And now we can move on to the next step. So as you could see, when we're doing it, it's not all the edges are correct. Like these two have to be swapped. So we have to turn this layer around until you see two edge pieces which are solved. So as you could see, I got these two, and these two are next to each other. So I put one away from me and one on the right, and then do this algorithm. And you might have a case where it's away from each other, like this. If this one is correct and this one is correct, you have to face it like anywhere, but make the yellow on top, and then do this algorithm, and then you'll get this case. Or if you have this case, you just have to do the algorithm, and it will orient your edges. So now let's do the algorithm. It's R, U, R prime, U prime, R. So you have to turn the top layer 2 times now. U2, let's call it a U2, and then R prime. Now, as you could see, if we turn this layer, the edge pieces are solved. And now let's move on to the corners. So while we're solving the corners, we have to see which one is correct. Like as you can see, this one is correct. How it's correct is because, look, yellow, it has yellow, orange, and green. And over here, it's yellow, orange, and green too. It doesn't matter if it's oriented correctly or not. But if it's like this, then you're good. And then we have to put that corner piece in the bottom right corner and then do this algorithm. It's U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And then you should have all the corners correct. Let's see. Well, it's still like the same, only one corner. So we have to do the algorithm again, putting the correct corner on the bottom right. Let's do it again. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And now all of the corners are correct. So now we could do this, our first, like you see, like this corner is not oriented correctly. We have to do R prime, D prime, R, D until it is. Let's do it. R prime, D prime, R. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. Now you could see that the white has gotten messed up, but it doesn't matter. It will fix it by itself. Now don't turn your cube, just turn the layer. Then do R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. And then your cube will be solved. And here is another case I will show you. So this is the case where none of the corners are correct. It doesn't matter if it's oriented correctly or not, but you see, like this has yellow, red, and green. Those are not the centers. It has only yellow, but no green and no red. So it's like that. If it's like that and like none of the corners are correct, just do the algorithm by facing the yellow on top. So let's do it. U, R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, prime, L. So now as you can see, all of the corners are correct. Now we just have to orient them by using R prime, D prime, R, D. So let's do it. Oh yeah, when you're doing it, don't forget to do the last D move. And as you can see, the white has been ruined, but it will be solved by the time we're doing the algorithm. So now let's turn the layer, don't turn the cube, or else it'll be messed up. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, D. Now turn the layer, R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, T, R prime taper R, G, R prime taper R, D, alternate layer, R prime taper R, D, R prime taper R, D, and now your cube will be solved, and this is the end of my tutorial. I hope you like this tutorial. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!